happens when you take 2006's Structure Deck Dinosaurs Rage and bring it into modern day. Well, we've got a Gillosaurus here. We can special summon it straight to the field. That's pretty cool. My opponent could special summon something from their graveyard. They don't have anything though. Chuck that into defense. And we'll set Magical Arm Shield and Mystical Space Typhoon face down. Your move. 1650 attack, going straight for the Gillosaurus. Can't do anything about it. Oh, it's no worries. It's all good. We've got a 2k monster in defense. I actually don't know how I'm going to deal with a 1650 monster at the moment. Baby Ceresaurus, pop the baby. We could do that. First of all, let's get rid of that mysterious back row. I don't know what it is. It's a birthright. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I guess we could try and debate. So, summon Baby Ceresaurus. End our turn. If they summon another monster, we can use our Magical Arm Shields to try and redirect their attack back at their own monster. Perfect. So, Magical Arm Shield, in the anime, it would be... We take... Oh, no, it does work like this. We take control of their monster. The attack becomes that. Yeah, I take the damage, but still, they destroyed their own monster. Pretty cool. They're bringing it back with Silent Doom. Fair enough. Tyranno Infinity. The original attack of this card becomes the number of your banished dinosaur monsters times 1,000. We have no banished monsters. So, what do? I guess we summon a Hyper Hammerhead. Battle. Hyper Hammerhead, destroy this. And then we just end our turn. I guess that's all we can do. We're not able to go on the offensive very well so far with the deck straight out of the box. I'm hoping we just draw something a little bit decent soon. Perfect! The boss monster of the deck. Exactly what you want to see. And it has no summon restrictions, which I really like to see. So we are going to tribute 2 monsters, our Hyper Hammerhead and our Black Stego, to summon our very soul, our dinosaur DNA. Superconductor Tyranno. We're going to enter our battle phase and let's do some damage. So this monster, really good stats. I'll give it that. But its ability, you can tribute a monster to deal 1,000 damage. The card we want to tribute for this ability is our Black Terror, because if that card is sent to the graveyard, I think via a monster effect, it can add itself back to the hand. Ooh, Jurassic Egg. I might just use it for tribute fodder. So, oh no, because I can't attack, can I? I can't do both. Okay, we won't attack. We'll just tribute our Miracle Egg. Okay, this is kind of sucky. We can't enter our battle phase now because we've done 1,000 burns. So, meh. Not ideal. We would have been better off probably putting that monster into defense. Slow and steady, I guess, until we start getting some more monsters. Like, Dark Triceratops would do some good work here, inflicting piercing battle damage, but I don't want to sacrifice Superconductor Tyranno for it. We're just going to have to gamble. We'll set Tyranno Infinity with 0 defense face down. Set a Malfunction and a Goblin out the frying pan. Enter our battle phase. Destroy one of these monsters. Probably should have set these before. No worries. End phase. That's why you set after the battle phase. Silly thing to do. Malfunction got. Unfortunately, so did Tyranno. Black Tyranno actually would have helped us out a lot more earlier, but it's too high level. It's fine. We can do 3,000 damage here. Or it has to be a direct attack to gain life points through Seebeck. That's kind of annoying. Okay, we've actually got a bit of monster on the board now. Nice. Normal summon Hyper Hammerhead. Battle. Attack the Mysterious face down. Bounce back to the hand due to Hammerhead's effect since the monster wasn't removed from the field after its battle. That's pretty good. In phase 2. Okay, I'd like to get Dark Triceratops on the field, but I actually wouldn't mind getting Black Tyranno on the field as well. Nice. Lightning Vortex. All right then. Normal. I mean, we have 2 ways of win. We can win with Superconductor Tyranno's ability, or we can win with piercing battle damage. Let's go with Tyranno's ability since it is our boss monster. There we go. Okay, that took a while though. 23 turns to win against the weakest AI duel computer. Well, we'll see how it goes. This is the Dinosaur Rage structure deck straight out of the box. Now, you know what? For its time, some pretty decent cards in here. Things like Heavy Storm, great. Megamorph, awesome. Some really powerful back row as well we've got over here. And we've got 3 absolute powerhouses of the deck and a secret powerhouse here. We've got our Black Tyranno, which lets, if the opponent decides to play defensively, just attack them straight directly. And what a cool artwork this has. We've got Ultimate Tyranno, which if your opponent decides to play a bunch of monsters on the field, we can just attack everything. But we do have this weird second ability here. And of course, if we fancy it as well, we can summon our ultimate boss monster, Superconductor Tyranno. And we can do burn damage if we want. We've got decent stats. We can't attack though, as well as do burn, which is a bit sucky, but I guess we can combine that with Black Terror And then this card will keep coming back to our hands. We've got a guaranteed burn every turn if we absolutely have to. And our secret win condition, if we banish a bunch of monsters, we also have our Tyranno Infinity, which lets us increase our attack by 1,000 for every dinosaur monster, which is pretty decent. I mean, like, outside of that, we've got some cool cards like Gillosaurus, which will be easy to summon to the field as tribute fodder for the Tyranno cards. And we've got, like, the Miracle Jurassic Egg. Not too bad, but a bit slow for nowadays. Hydro and Oxygeddon, that's pretty sweet. However, you will know if you bought this structure deck, you got a little pamphlet, and in that pamphlet, it gave you some recommended cards you could add to the deck, and these were the cards that they recommended. So we have a couple extra cards in here now. It recommended putting in more Hydrogeddons, more Black Terrors, more Tyranno Infinities, more Ultimate Tyrannos, funnily enough, even though I think that's a bit too many. And because of this, we also get Bonding H2O as a new card, which allows us to make our new monster, Water Dragon. And with Symbol of Heritage, we've got multiples of the same card. This could come in handy as well. And a couple little cards got thrown in, which could be interesting, like things like Ultra Evolution Pills. So with this skeleton of a deck that we have, can we make something powerful to fight against modern day? This almost 20-year-old deck? Let's see what we can do. Here is what I believe the ultimate version of Dinosaur's Rage. So I've got a lot of ways of getting Gillosaurus onto the field. Hydrogeddon hopefully can float into another one to get more monsters on the field. Decent defense monster, potentially could go into something else. Could get rid of problematic monsters with Hyper Hammerhead. And then we have our big monsters, which I'm hoping to boost with Megamorph to go for game. Ryoku, or keep myself alive, or destroy themselves with Dimension Wall, negate attack. And yeah, we've got Survival Instinct here to help with the Tyranno Infinity play if it's like late game. But I'm really curious to see how this goes. I think there's potential we could do well, but it depends how modern a deck we go against. So let's try it against the modern day decks. Right, off the bat, we have two high-level monsters, but we could survive a turn with our negate attacks. Remember, negate attack is a counter trap card. It can't be chained to, so I think, do we special summon Gillosaurus here? We could make the opponent special summon something. I'm sure we'll survive. What could go wrong? Set one card face down, end our turn. Hard cut to modern day Yu-Gi-Oh! We've got the Mitsurugi cards on the field and a Borrow Load, which can negate anything. But ironically, we survive because of negate attack. It's a counter trap card. We survived a turn. That's incredible. I don't know what we're going to do, though, because this can negate a card, but we have to discard something. If this gets tributed, it'll come back to the field. If this card is special summoned, it'll destroy all monsters on my side of the field, and this has an Omni Negate. And he's got a trap face down, which can negate anything by tributing one of his monsters, which he can tribute that for. And I don't know what his other card is, so I'm not very optimistic, but who knows, right? Two Gillosauruses is actually amazing. That's exactly what we needed. But Ultimate Tyranno can't attack over Savage. Okay. I special summon Gillosaurus. When I do this, you get to special summon a monster in your graveyard. But he's only got space for one more card, which is kind of nice. I just realized I can't attack over this as well. I needed something bigger. Maybe he'll summon it in attack. Gillosaurus actually works quite well with Ultimate Tyranno now I think about it. We can do some potentially cool stuff. I just wish it was a little bit stronger. Even if I had the field spell. Actually, the field spell would have made me be able to attack over this. Okay. Then let's special summon another Gillosaurus. You can special summon as well, but you've got no space. I mean, for the banter, right? I've got to go for it. I tribute my Gillosaurus number 1 and Gillosaurus number 2. Oh my god, I'm going to lose attack points. I've just realized. Oh no. Here's this thing's weakening me. Have we got enough to attack over it? No, we don't. Battle. Tyranno attack, Mitsurugi no Mikoto Aramasmasa. Nice damage. Ultimate Tyranno attack again, destroy Kusanagi. If we had just a little bit more, I could have attacked over the Amine no Habakiri no Mitsurugi, but we can't do that. So we just have to main phase 2, set this mysterious card face down, and end our turn. Maybe we top decks the field spell, maybe. So we could attack into the weaker ritual so we can get our attack boost back. And then destroy the other one. I mean, all we're hoping for is they don't have anything to get rid of my negate attack or my monster on the board. Which they absolutely can do now because they contribute this. And then it'll come back to the field. And then they just profit. So, never mind. A boy can dream. Then again, do they need to do that? It's just an Ultimate Tyranno. What are they scared of? Oh, okay. They just make a second one of the Mitsurugi thing. Wipe the field. Sorry, Tyranno. You think you'd win, but I get another turn. I activate negate attack again. Negate attack. I can't believe it. It's really good. This will get negated because it's not a counter trap and they have the trap that negates face down. And we got nothing to summon. This is always going to be the fundamental problem with playing older decks against modern decks. This is a proper modern deck we're playing against now, is they'll be able to generate advantage. Like, they have all these cards on the field and they still have all those cards in their hand. Whereas when I use my resources, they're essentially gone, because that's how the older Yu-Gi-Oh games used to be played. Nowadays, it's all about keeping that level of advantage in your hand or on your field, and if you don't have it, you can't really do too much, and unfortunately that is the case that is going to happen here. I will say, just before this guy completely wrecks me, I'm very proud that this dinosaur deck was able to play through negates, because everything was just inherent. It was like built-in summon abilities, and it was just a normal summon, and then it was just its a general effect to attack everything. But yeah, this guy's popping off now, so I don't have much of a choice to do anything. No dimension wall for me. He would have had to have attacked with a 5600 attack point monster for me to win, and not have any negates on the board. All right, it's been fun, but this is how we lose, unfortunately. What killed the dinosaurs? Mitsurugi! Oh, survival instinct though with Tyranno Infinity, but we are very early in the duel, I must say. So I guess we'll just set this face down. Set 3 pass. Seems like the right move to make here. Negate attack could keep us alive. Depends if they've got back row removal. And we'll see if that's going to ruin our day. Normal summon effect Veiler. What do we do with this? Oh, Blue Eyes. He's going to go into the Link 1 Blue Eyes monster. It's a spellcaster. Nice. I'm looning. Now, does Blue Eyes have much removal? It doesn't have that much. They can destroy some back row if they've got that Synchro monster in their extra deck. But I'm confident we can survive a turn, at least. I think. Famous last words. Blue Eyes by Dragon. Attack into my defense position monster. Yeah. Negate attack. I'm alive! Okay, he didn't pop off with his Blue Eyes cards. That's absolutely fine with me. Show me something good. I actually can't summon anything decent at the moment. No, that's not what I need right now. That's not what I need at all. I could attack into this, take 3,000 damage, and then double my monster's attack to 3,000 using Megamorph. And then I still won't be able to destroy his monster. So, I guess we just end our turn. We're not going to be able to get enough monsters in the graveyard for Tyranno Infinity. 4 to be decent. And how many we have at the moment? 1. He knows his monster can be destroyed, right? I know he gets that ability if they're destroyed. Oh, he's going for the Crimson Dragon. No, he knows. He knows what he's doing. He's going to make Saphir Dragon. Saphir Dragon has the absolutely insane ability that it can prevent every card on their side of the field from being destroyed once each per turn. So you have to destroy everything twice, essentially, if you want to destroy anything. So he'll get to keep his monster. This is not good for us. There it is. Oh, I'm cooked. And it has a negate, fun fact. Oh my god. He's popping off. He's beginning to... I'm fighting Kaiba right now. That's clearly what's happening. Ultimate Fusion, Yugioh Shogun. What will he make? Tyrant Dragon? Something even further beyond? Tyrant Dragon. Makes sense. Right. Can we survive? 3,400 attack. Attacks into my Hyper Hammerhead. Hyper Hammerhead's ability, since your monster was not destroyed after we battled, I attempt to bounce it back to the hand. Jet Dragon comes back to the field. Okay, we do get to bounce. That's kind of cool. 200 life points and a dream. Who would have thought? Jet Dragon direct attack. What if Kaiba just flew his jet straight into you? Fair enough. Bounce my card back to the hand. Spirit Dragon's effect did not destroy Ultimate Dragon because of Saphir. We've got another Hyper Hammerhead. What do I do? I could reduce the attack of his monster. I could make this 2,000 attack, but it won't be enough. I don't think I can do anything here. 3,000 attack Hammerhead won't save me either, so it's just got to be set into defense. The only way we survive is if the opponent just completely throws the duel here. Ugh. Here they go. I mean, we can try and gain 400 life points by banishing our Hyper Hammerhead in the graveyard, but... Okay. Oh, the banish was cost. So, that's nice. I wouldn't... How petty can you be? He's negating my survival instinct. I just want 400 life points. Oh, no, White Lightning, Burst Stream of Destruction. Ultimate Burst Stream of Destruction. Hypernova Blast. I don't know what the Spirit Dragon version would be of that. Fair enough. That's a loss. I'll kill the dinosaurs. Blue eyes. All we can do, set Hyper Hammerhead face down and end our turn. Set one pass. Oh my god, we actually might stand a chance here. It's my move and I draw. We can play real Yu-Gi-Oh here. I flip summon my Hyper Hammerhead. Okay, it's Blue Eyes Duel number 2. We don't have much confidence in winning this duel again, but we can do 1500 damage. Another 1500 damage. That's good damage. Blue Eyes White Dragon, if you will. Set one card face down. End phase. So I think Negate Attack could keep us in this duel again. And then if we can get Ultimate Tyranno out, won't do a lot. But if we can get Black Tyranno out, but he has to have all of his monsters in defense. Yeah, Black Tyranno isn't as good as I thought it was. I thought it was just, it could attack directly with 2600 attack. Megamorph, that would have been great. But it's unlikely they're going to have anything not in attack with Blue Eyes. Summon Blue Eyes, use Wishes in the Graveyard to equip with Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Watch as it evolves into the Ultimate Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon. Which is not good for us. Sends his own monster to the graveyard with Sage of Eyes of Blue. Summons a Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. Okay. Ritual Shokan. Blue Eyes into Chaos Max Dragon. Oh dear, oh dear. Yet again, the best card in this deck. I play Negate Attack. This negates your attacks. You can't respond to it. This is a counter trap card unless you've got another spell speed 3, which you don't. I survive. What can I top deck? My life points are too high for Megamorph to be like worthwhile, and I can't summon Tyranno, either of my Tyrannos, because they're too high a level. We needed like Soul Exchange or something, I think, in this deck. Lightning Storm would be helpful, I think. Not for very long though, because this can get monsters back into the field. This can get monsters back on the field. So, and then he gets Draw Beam back next turn, which is not good for us. Hey, Hydrogeddon. It's a shame we can't attack over anything. Okay, normal summon Hydrogeddon. Activate Majesty of the White. There's 2 Blue Eyes monsters on the field, which means they can destroy 2 cards on the field. Oh dear. Imagine having absolute game on the field and you start popping off still. Why? Just go for game. Why are you in the Crimson Dragon thing? Why do you want to get Sif here on the field? Well done. You got all your monsters to the field. You should be super proud. I'm about to get burst streamed of destruction. He attacked with the wrong one. He's supposed to attack with Blue Eyes. Poor form. Poor form. So, I mean, if I can just get like 2 more monsters in the grave, that's a 4,000 infinity. That's the dream right there. Hopefully we can do it. It just depends what they start pumping out on the board. Yes, the Mitsurugi. So I already know how this is going to end. They are going to destroy all the cards, all my monsters on my side of the field, which is fine. But then when I try to use Survival Instinct to gain life points, they're just going to negate it, I'm pretty sure. Well, no, actually, that could actually work out well. When I try to increase my life points, they'll negate it, but I have to discard a card in order to stop them from negating my ability. So I can discard Hydrogeddon, and then I'll have 3 monsters in my graveyard, so I can activate Survival Instinct with even more cards. Oh no, it's banishes costs, so that won't work like that. Ignore me. It's moments like this where you start to realize playing these really old decks, maybe it's not the best decision you can make. Okay, he's trying to banish my card with Chaos Angel. I'm going to try and use Survival Instinct and banish 2 cards, which I can do, but it's if he lets me do that. It's all up to the amount. Okay, he's not going to let me do that. He's going to have to discard a card if I want to use that effect. I am going to say yes, I'd like to use it, so I'll discard my Hydrogeddon. So I do gain a whopping 800 life points, but we take 1,200 life points. And he's got 11,100 damage on the board, so... man. Where are the mid-tier decks in casual? I want to play against modern decks, just not top-tier modern decks. We've done this play a few times today. Set Hyper Hammerhead into defense. And end our turn. I think this is Blue Eyes again. Actually, no, it's the Blue Eyes field, but it could be Orcrust. Mitsurugi again. It's the new hip thing to use. It appears my opponent forgot to deal damage to me on his last turn. I'm not too sure why, but I mean, I'll use Heavy Storm to destroy all spells and traps on the field. I'll get rid of that Mitsurugi Sacred Boundary. Don't know what it does. I'm not going to read it because we don't need to anymore. Nice. Then I'll use my beautiful Lightning Vortex. I'll discard, I guess, Hydreigon to destroy all monsters on the field. Yep, it's going to negate that ability, unless I decide to discard a card to negate that. Sure, I'll have to throw away my Black Tyranno. Hyper Field. Normal summon my Hyper Head into attack, enter my battle phase, attack directly, dealing 1500 damage. I'm sure with their 6 cards in hand, about to be 7, they can't make a comeback with that, surely. A little traumatic peek behind the curtain with some of these duels sometimes. My opponent has had 10 minutes of this duel. I've had 90 seconds. They're on about to hit 10 minutes now. So you're going to be saying, without any hand traps, you can't play on your opponent's turn. What are you doing? I watch YouTube videos. I've literally just watched something about Zelda Ocarina of Time Shadow Temple. I had a good time with it. It was good. And that took up 11 minutes. Oh man. So yeah, obviously having no hand traps is really bad against modern day decks, but we seem to be only going against really good decks at the moment. Not even like modern decks. I don't know how good, well, modern Mitsurugi still, but I haven't even seen, to be honest, I haven't seen some of these Mitsurugi rituals. They're not really played very much in the builds that I'm seeing. But it's cool to see some of them. How has his timer not run out? He's taken 14 minutes of this duel. This turn has taken him 8 minutes nearly. I played for a grand total of 120 seconds. My opponent has played for 16 minutes. Oh, sorry. Now I'm getting a couple extra seconds. Dimension Wall, which he'll negate. And I mean, like, that's fine. But that was ridiculous. His turns took so long then. Everything's taken so long. Oh my God. Come on, kill me! Come on, do it now, do it! Still, is the attack's still gonna... There we go! That was 17 minutes of my life I'll never get back. Okay, I kind of learned my lesson with this one. We did terribly. We did absolutely awful. I mean, we lost every single duel, and I just felt like we couldn't get much stuff on the board, to be honest with you. I don't know if that's the deck's problem, the way I've built the deck's problem, or just the fact that we're going against way too many top-tier meta decks rather than just modern decks. And we're in casual, by the way, so clearly people are just learning Mitsurugi and Blue Eyes White Dragon decks for some reason. And nobody wants to learn, I don't know, Ghost Trick. So, yeah. That unfortunately means we didn't do very well here. But that was Dinosaur's Rage structure deck. Kind of cool monsters with some pretty cool abilities, but unfortunately, yeah, we probably will be struggling for a little bit longer until we start getting to a little bit more modern. But the next structure deck we're going to be looking at should be an interesting one. Thank you all for watching. Catch you later.